Okay, let us start the class. Now here today we will try to understand comment here inheritance in Python. Okay, inheritance means inheritance allows us to define a class that inherits all the properties and methods from another class. Okay, this is story. So inheritance allows us it allows us to define a class. Okay, we can define a class. That class inherits all properties and methods from another class. Okay, so we can define a class. So how we can, let us see practically. So here one more, that is what parent class means. Parent class is equal to what? It is also called as base class, otherwise in Java super class. Okay, now from this class, child class inherits all the properties and methods. Okay, parent class, from this class child class inherits all the methods and properties. Okay, next one more comment, that is child class is what? Child class means it is also called as derived class. In Java it is called subclass also. Okay, so this class, what it does, it inherits all the methods and attributes and properties from which class? Parent class. Okay, parent class. Okay, now let us try to do somewhat practical. So declare a class with the class name parent. Okay, parent or person, whatever you take, person or parent, doesn't matter. Okay, so class must be terminated with the colon. Now take a constructor. I am going to constructor here def double underscore init function. This is called double underscore function. Now this is double underscore function, it is called constructor. Normally it is called constructor. Okay, to set up what? Instance variables. Just set up for instance variables of object. Okay, now commented here, this is the constructor. It is also called double underscore method, otherwise init function. It is called whenever the object is created. Along with this function also called to set up the instance variables. Okay, now come down. So now you write the code like this: self dot first name. First name is what? Suppose first name is equal to first name, f name. Okay, next come down, self dot last name is equal to l name. Okay, so next you come down. So why it is giving error? See, this is giving error means these are what parameters we need to pass here in constructor. So you write f name, declare the variables parameters, f name comma l name. Okay, now what happened? Try to understand. These f name, l name declared in your constructor init function as a parameters. Okay, as a parameter. So these are what self dot you are accessing first name. These are the class variables here not declared. No need to declare because once it means here especially you need not to declare first name is equal to first name is equal to, because why we need not to declare here na? If you declare here na, it is to be assigned with a value, something first name is equal to string. Okay, string was like what you we need to declare the variable here. We need to assign the value here if you declare inside of the class. But here if you access them as self dot first name, no need to assign the value here. Understand? That's why comment here. Simply I have written here self dot first name, but I have not passed any value. If you declare first name as a class variable here, class variable here, you need to assign the value. If you call self parameter, use it to access the class variable. Self dot first name means it is defined here. You understand that without any value assigned. Now come down here. Next, one more. This is the constructor. You create a method here. Def method name is equal to print name. Bracket self parameter compulsory because this is self means it indicates that this method belongs to the object, not for class. Now within this you request for print bracket under single quotation mark, put a string type of data. You are so lucky. Okay, your one method is declared and defined with a statement. Now one more print statement you request for here, print bracket self dot a first name, comma self dot last name. Now what happened? Try to understand. Now you have written this much of code, then one class declared under this one method, double underscore method, which is used to set up the instance variables with two parameters, this f name, l name. Now f name is equal to your self dot, you are accessing the class variables. Self body is used to access the class variables. Okay, now you create the object. For you write object person, because this object is creating for the person is equal to what class name. What is your class name? Person. Okay, brackets. So here this is called default constructor. Simply write def constructor and default constructor. Okay, now what happened? Now within this constructor, okay, we need to pass the values for this parameter. That is the, as I told you that the class variable, instance variable, object variables will be, their values will be set up by this constructor. So you have passed the parameters here, you need to pass the values here. First name is equal to what? First name Miriam. Okay, Miriam, it is a first name. Next, comma, it is a string type of data, kept in single and double quotation, doesn't matter. One more string, I told you that double quotation marks, single quote doesn't matter. Vasu. So last name Vasu. Now these values will be passed to these parameters. Okay, these are called object instance variables. Okay, somewhere you can find them as local variables.